Men's Pool C, Singapore versus Brunei. Great to see these neighboring countries from Southeast Asia go head-to-head here in Jakarta, Indonesia at the 2019 Asia Rugby Sevens Trophy. We have Brunei in the black strips and Singapore in red. Brunei will be running from left to right with Singapore to kick off. Team sheet. Itu mah mau diingetin terus itu mah. Mau diingetin terus. Tadi baru menang mantannya biasa. Oh ya wes. And we're off. Singapore versus Brunei for the second last match of the afternoon. And Singapore have retained the ball from the kickoff as they go to the left. It's Martins with the ball. Martins has made it through the 22. He pops the ball, but it's been knocked back, says the referee. Singapore still on the attack. They swing it out right. They swing it wide. They swing it fast. Singapore in for the first try. Number 8. That's number 8, Nathan Wong. Quite a difficult conversion attempt coming up here. 1 meter in from touch, about 22 yards out. Here we go, and it's unsuccessful. Score remains Singapore 5, Brunei 0. Singapore gets us restarted after their try. It's another good high restart. And again, Singapore have won the ball back from the kickoff. And again, they're on the attack. They swing it out right, but there's another big left foot step in the middle. And it's a number 6. It's Hidayat Jeffreydin for Singapore. Hidayat Jeffreydin takes the score to Singapore 10, Brunei 0. Conversion is successful from number 9. Mara Ishraf Mara Mohammed takes the score to Singapore 12, Brunei 0. Great work there from Singapore on both occasions, winning the ball off the kickoffs and the restarts. They're important parts of the game that teams just tend to neglect, but it's so important not to let the ball bounce off the kickoff. And unfortunately, Brunei have done that on 2 occasions. Hence, Singapore winning the ball back, putting the pressure on, and putting the points on the board. Singapore win that line out. Overthrow from Brunei. Singapore are on the attack again. They're 5 meters out. Brunei are able to win the ball. Bit of scrappy play here, deep in their 22. They clear out with a kick. Finds the halfway line. Singapore are made to work their way back up the field. It's their number 8 again here. It's Nathan Wong. Good covering defense from Brunei. And Singapore find themselves in with another try. Brings it to 17-0. Unsuccessful with that conversion, the score remains Singapore 17, Brunei 0. Singapore with the restart again. Free kick to Brunei. Plays in front of the kicker. I think this is the first time we'll see Brunei with a chance to attack. Let's see what they can do. Middle of the field. Moving back rather than moving forward. They've lost the ball. Singapore have regained. Singapore is over the 20. It's number 9 for Singapore. It's Mara Ishraf Mohammed in for another try. Second of the day for him. Singapore 22, Brunei 0. Mara Ishraf will attempt to convert his own try here. And he is successful. Brings the score to Singapore 24, Brunei 0. Restart from Mara, from his own try and conversion. That's a better attempt after the kickoff from Brunei. And now they're on the attack. It's number 8 for Brunei. That was Shazwan Masri. They keep the ball alive. Brunei now on the run, on the attack, stepping in, stepping out. Brunei showing some good ball skills here, some good... it's a penalty, not releasing. Singapore on the attack again. It's number 12. It's Edward Khan. Edward Khan to Chong Yao Teng. Singapore on the attack. Brunei holding on. Number 1 with a bustling run. Pops it up for Khan. And Khan will run all the way under the posts for another 5-pointer for Singapore. And that will take Singapore to 29, Brunei 0. Conversion is successful from number 9, Mara Ishraf. And that is half-time here in the men's Pool C game between Singapore and Brunei. Singapore leading 29-0. With that conversion from Singapore, takes the score out to 31 Singapore, Brunei 0. As we get ready for the second half of this men's Pool C game between Singapore and Brunei. For the second last match of the day. Coming up later on, for the last game, we have Laos versus Malaysia. We'll have Brunei kicking off to get us started for the second half, running from right to left of your screen. Number 11 for Brunei will get us started. Zahrul Ghazi Jomari gets us started. Oh, loose ball there. Bit of a fumble, but they regain it. Singapore swing it out very early to the left. Number 6, bustling run there. Bustling run from number 6, Hidayat Jeffrey. Singapore clean up, straighten up. It's Khan. Khan to Martins. Martins to Khan. He takes them on. He shows them the sideline. Edward Khan into the corner. It's another 5-pointer for Singapore. Score is now Singapore 36, Brunei 0. As we wait for the conversion to be taken. That's unsuccessful. The score remains Singapore 36, Brunei 0 with 5.5 minutes to go in the second last match of the day between Singapore and Brunei. Mara gets us underway. It just reaches 10 meters. Brunei with the ball. It was a good take. Now they're using the short blind side, Brunei, but the ball goes out of touch. The ref has called a penalty for a professional foul by the looks of it. It's a sin bin. It's a yellow card for Brunei. Discipline is key here. The referees are being very, very tight on discipline. So they should. Singapore with a quick tap and go. Singapore on the attack again, but they've knocked on. Brunei with the ball. Referees playing the advantage. How much can Brunei take advantage of this? It's a number 3. Big run. A chip and a chase from Brunei. Singapore recover. They recover well. Doing it tough from their own 22. Singapore. As they settle up, Jeffrey. They swing it out wide in their 22. Singapore with all the confidence. They take on the Brunei defense. Knock on from Singapore. Brunei feed and scrum. Substitution here for Brunei. Number 4 goes on. Adila Tain. Brunei feed. Strong scrum from both teams, holding it up well. Brunei on the attack. 10 meters their half, their end of the half. But they've made another mistake. It's Singapore with the ball. It's number 4, Daryl Chia. Daryl Chia with a great run up the middle. And it's a penalty now to Singapore. Brunei not back there, 10. It's Hadi bin Hanafi. Gives him the big don't argue. Number 3 for Singapore. Nasrul Hadi bin Hanafi with another 5-pointer. Brings the score to Singapore 41, Brunei 0. Conversion to come. And the conversion is successful, taking the score to Singapore 43, Brunei 0. Singapore to get us kicked off again with 90 seconds left in the game. What can Brunei do here? But they've lost the ball again, Brunei. But it's a penalty. Yes. Brunei with an inside ball. Nice little run up the middle here. Big show and go from the number 1 from Brunei. Penalty, Brunei. Quick tap and go. They use the field. Their winger. And it's into touch. Ref says we'll have the line out, gentlemen, with the Singapore throw-in. It's a good lift and a good win. Line out from Singapore. They swing it out early. They're deep in their 22. What can they do from here? They run it out. It's their number 11 for Singapore. It's Adam Vine. Adam Vine all the way. He looks like a 100-meter sprinter. Is he going to go all the way? Brunei chase, but no. He's too quick. It's another 5-pointer for Singapore. Adam Vine. Takes the score to Singapore 48, Brunei 0. And that's the final buzzer with a kick to come. It is successful. The score is 50-0 to Singapore. That closes the men's Pool C game between Singapore and Brunei. Don't go anywhere as we have the final match of the day on day 1 of the Asia Rugby Sevens Trophy between Laos and Malaysia.